to high quality teaching, to currency in the curriculum, and to commitment to students. From the Ross Department of Accountancy, I'm pleased to recognize Carol Marquardt, who gets outstanding evaluations from her students. She's quite dedicated and makes sure that her classes are both relevant, rigorous, and of value to the students. From the Wasserman Department of Economics and Finance, I'm pleased to recognize Jay Daya, who is always updating his classes so that they're challenging. And as his students say, he also does it with a nice sense of humor, which makes it not only educational, but a bit fun as well. From the Chuk Department of Information Systems and Statistics, I'm pleased to recognize Adele Yazidmar, who teaches cybersecurity. It is, of course, a very rapidly changing area, and he keeps current with the curriculum, and he also is engaged with the students through a number of student activities and a student club. From the Law Department, we're pleased to recognize Ina Cooperberg, who is inspiring to students with her dedication to her courses and her commitment to assisting them throughout their academic career. From the Lumba Department of Management, I'm pleased to recognize Romy Kerr. He's known for his novel teaching methods and in particular for his action learning in a number of his courses. From the Aronson Department of Marketing and International Business, I'm pleased to recognize Diogo Hildebrand, who is also known for his action learning in a number of his courses to engage them in experiential education. And finally, from the Law Department, we're very pleased to recognize Gabriel Fernandez, who is engaging with his students, commitment not only in the classroom, but to assisting them throughout their academic experience. To all of these faculty, my hearty congratulations on your commitment to our students and your fine performance. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to invite Xiaoli Yin to do the induction into the Sigma Iota Epsilon fraternity.
Professor Yin, you should now be able to come off mute and do the induction.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean Huss. Good morning and congratulations for all of you for your accomplishments here at Baruch College. Sigma Iota Epsilon is a national honor society for the field of management. The Greek letters in our name stands for earnestness, knowledge, and excellence. SIE student members are recognized as being the top achievers academically, professionally, and socially. The emblem of Sigma Iota Epsilon is a gold key of conventional design. In the upper right is a replica of old Slater textile mill, the first factory built in the US at Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and symbolic of factory production where science was first applied to the work of management. In the lower left is a representation of functional organization developed by F.W. Taylor and symbolic of management techniques. The honor of membership in Sigma Iota Epsilon brings certain obligations. Before accepting you formally into our fraternity, we would like to explain our philosophy of creative development, organization, cooperation, and service. Just as the old Slater text mill, which is depicted in our key, symbolizes the first attempt to apply a new and creative system to production, SIE encouraged development resources, both human and material. As members of SIE, we pledge to never neglect the opportunities for creativity and personal development in our lives through meaningful activities in the classroom, in the workplace, and during chapter activities. Symbolic of organizational philosophy is the Taylor Functional Organization Chart depicted in our key. It serves to remind us of the early movement towards a discipline of management from which modern management thought has evolved. We encourage you to constantly strive to develop your managerial abilities so that you may not only enhance your own careers, but moreover, better serve those to whom you are responsible and those for whom you are responsible. Supporting our key in the chain, which is symbolic of the spirit of cooperation. If one link in the chain our key should fail, then the whole key is lost. Members should uphold the value of unity and cooperation and understand their importance to the field of management. Managers are linked to many stakeholders, including all of society, in a creative process which serves human needs by helping to create products and service of the highest quality. We as managers also provide service, which contributes greatly to our fellow men and women as well as future generations. Here then is your challenge, to take part in building a profession capable of serving employees, owners, customers, clients, and all of society through the creative activity known as management. Now it is an honor to read the following names of this year's SIE inductees. We have one faculty inductee this year, Professor Richard Koppelman, and then we have 12 student inductees, Lynette Jacob, Mansouri Adabi, Anthony Annunziato, Zunari Batu, Alexis Bouton, LaQuisha Brown, Milpa Curie, Madrid Gonzalez, Olga Pakova, Abiana Maliki, Stephanie Manguro, and Nina Ramon. With special mention is the student who's the winner of this year's SIE Management Honor Society Award with the highest cumulative GPA, Lina Jacome, from our undergraduate program with a cumulative GPA of 3.991. You have now heard our philosophy and goals. Our emblem is a key which should ever remind us of the wisdom and practicality signified by the concept of creative development, organization, cooperation, service. Sigma Iota Epsilon exists to promote management as a humanistic and creative profession that is vital for the maintenance and enhancement of our way of life. Having heard our philosophy, do you now accept those goals and resolve to pursue the ideas to the best of your ability? If so, please click on the reaction button and raise your hand to confirm and type your name on the chart to affirm. We now congratulate you and welcome you into full membership in Sigma Iota Epsilon.
Thank you, Professor Yin, and my congratulations to all the inductees into Sigma Iota Epsilon. It is my pleasure now to introduce Professor Elisa Balabram, who will do the induction for Sigma Nu Tau.
Thank you, Dean Huss. Good morning, everyone. Sigma Nu Tau was founded in the spring of 2009 on the campus of the State University of New York at Plattsburgh. In early 2011, Sigma Nu Tau embarked on a national campaign to establish chapters at colleges and universities across the United States. Currently, the Honor Society is 38 chapters strong, with more than 2,400 members. Sigma Nu Tau Entrepreneurship Honor Society is the first academic honor society dedicated to entrepreneurship and specifically principled entrepreneurship. The organization's mission is to promote, recognize, and reward academic excellence in entrepreneurship and to encourage and recognize the practice of principled entrepreneurship. The term principled entrepreneurship was first coined by Charles G. Koch, author of The Science of Success. To quote Charles Koch, principled entrepreneurship is exemplified when an entrepreneur or entrepreneurial employee demonstrates the sense of urgency, discipline, accountability, judgment, initiative, economic and critical thinking skills, and the risk-taking mentality necessary to generate the greatest contribution to the company and society. One of the main purposes of Sigma Nu Tau is to encourage the study of principled entrepreneurship, that is, entrepreneurship practiced with high ethical standards, honor, and integrity at colleges and universities. Let me tell you about the Honor Society symbols. The first letter of the society the Greek letter sigma looks like a stylized letter E. As such, it stands for entrepreneurship and enterprise, key concepts for the individuals who belong to this organization. But sigma is also the Greek symbol for summation, the total of or sum of the parts. Entrepreneurs know that they must bring all of their education, resources, and experience into play in their quest for success. To be pioneers of innovation, they must incorporate all that they have learned. The second letter of the society, the Greek letter nu, represents how the entrepreneur must navigate through uncharted waters and create a new path. Through creativity, innovation, and risk-taking, as well as through hard work and persistence, the entrepreneur brings new ideas to life and enhances the world in which we live. The path the entrepreneur chooses may not be the easiest, but determination reaps great rewards in the end. The third letter of the society, the Greek letter tau, represents the entrepreneur's tenacity to cling to their visions, to make decisions, and to learn from their mistakes. It also represents the entrepreneur's determination to build something from nothing. In ancient times, tau was the symbol of life. The entrepreneur is one who embraces life by dreaming of what could be, by developing a vision, and by bringing new ideas, products, and services to life. The official colors of Sigma Nu Tau are green and gold, representing fertile ideas, growth, and prosperity. I would like to thank the Lawrence and Field Center for Entrepreneurship for sponsoring all memberships. Thank you very much. And the students can pick up their certificate at the management department in room 9240. So here are the inductees. Let me read their names. Victor Abramson, Julia Billitier, Annalise Bruns, Rafia Chowdhury, Kyle Kleeman, Christopher Covington, Karine Filipova, Andrew Kim, Jacob Miller, Mohamed Rafiq, Martina Sandambrodio, Natsuko Shiga, Kayla Timby, Ariana Warner, Lisa Wu, Tim Yu, Aisha Zafar. And a shout out to Julia Billitier for achieving the highest overall GPA. After I read the pledge, please raise your virtual hand and type I do if you agree. I pledge to uphold the mission, the values, and the ideals of Sigma Nu Tau Entrepreneurship Honor Society. I will strive to use my education and experience to create successful and I'll challenge myself and others to be principled entrepreneurs. I'll be honest in my dealings with others and seek always to represent Sigma Nu Tau and Baruch College with integrity. Do you agree to uphold this pledge? Please click on the reaction button and raise your hand and type your name and say I do in the chat. Please join me in congratulating the newest members of Baruch College, chapter of Sigma Nu Tau Entrepreneurship Honor Society. Congratulations to all and thank you.
Thank you, Professor Balabram, and my congratulations to all the inductees into Sigma Nu Tau. It is now my pleasure to introduce Professor Elliot Axelrod, president of our chapter of Beta Gamma Sigma. Professor Axelrod has been the champion of Beta Gamma Sigma for many years, a great friend to hundreds of inductees, and really the heart and soul of our chapter. And Elliot, we thank you very much for your leadership, and I welcome you now to the induction.
Thank you, Dean Huss, and thank you for those kind words. Congratulations, and again, welcome to this wonderful ceremony. It is a joy to celebrate with you and your proud and special guests this momentous.
Professor Axelrod, I apologize, but you were accidentally muted by somebody. So please unmute.
Okay. Thank
you,
very
Professor
much.
Axelrod.
Thank you for letting me know. Again, thank you, Dean Huss, for those kind words of introduction. And congratulations to everyone. And again, welcome to this wonderful ceremony. It's a joy to celebrate with you and your proud and special guests this momentous occasion. As president of the Baruch Epsilon chapter of Beta Gamma Sigma, I'm called upon to talk to you a bit about the history of our chapter. Our history is actually very interesting and colorful. It is, of course, very closely tied to the career of Bernard M. Baruch, a statesman, financier, and dedicated alumnus. So let me tell you a little bit about Bernard Baruch. He was born in 1870 in South Carolina, the son of immigrant parents. In 1880, he moved to Manhattan, where he entered the public school system. In 1899, he graduated from the City College of New York, whose mission was to educate the sons and daughters of immigrants and thereby bring them into the middle class. Today, Baruch students come from 160 different countries. Amazing. Baruch then began a career on Wall Street at the huge salary of $3 per week. Yes, but within 10 years, he became a self-made millionaire. His counsel was sought by 7 consecutive United States presidents. In 1917, Baruch was called upon by President Woodrow Wilson to lead the War Industries Board. His efforts and work contributed greatly to the victory in World War I. After the war, Baruch returned to New York City and in 1919 established the School of Business and Public Administration as part of City College. Understand that at that time, less than 3% of the nation's college-age people actually went to college. It was an advantage reserved for the privileged and rich. In 1933, the school was invited to install a chapter of Beta Gamma Sigma. In 1935, a select 25 of you were the first inductees. In 1953, the school was renamed in honor of Bernard Baruch, and in 1968 became an independent senior college as part of the City University of New York, which was founded in 1961. Today, we honor and induct into Beta Gamma Sigma 99 of you to join the notable ranks of membership. Among the acclaimed members of our chapter of Beta Gamma Sigma are leaders in all fields of business, accountants, lawyers, judges, university presidents, provosts, and deans, government officials, legislators, and more. Membership in Beta Gamma Sigma is an honor that you will carry throughout your professional careers. It is a gold medal that you will wear for the rest of your lives. And it all began right here at the Zicklin School of Business at Baruch College. Congratulations, everybody. It is our custom at this ceremony to honor one or more faculty members and or administrators as Beta Gamma Sigma honorees. All of our past honorees have made notable contributions to the life of the college, the Zicklin School of Business, and our students. Today, excuse me, today we recognize and honor Professor Andreas F. Grein, I'm sorry, Andy, of the Allen Aronson Department of Marketing and International Business. Professor Grein has been teaching at Baruch for close to 30 years. He is an accomplished scholar, having published numerous articles in prestigious professional journals. He has also done and continues to do presentations and lectures at conferences and proceedings, both domestically and abroad. He is the recipient of multiple Teaching Excellence Awards as well as service awards. He is listed in Who's Who in several major categories. Professor Grein gives generously of his time, efforts, and talent to the college and our students. Thank you, Andy, and congratulations. Would you say a few words to our students?
Thank you very much, Elliot. That was a very kind words, probably too kind. you've known me for a long time, but I just wanted to say quickly, I'm very proud of this institution, and I've been associated with Baruch for a long time. And particularly, I would like to say the students always make us proud, and congratulations to our inductees today. You've done very well, and you will do really well in the future. Thank you.
Professor Axelrod, I'll invite you to come off of mute, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Andy. Very well put about our students. Beta Gamma Sigma is dedicated to the development of leadership and professional excellence. The three principles of Beta Gamma Sigma are embodied in the three Greek words whose first letters form the name of our society: Beta, Gamma, and Sigma. Here to tell you the meanings of these words are three distinguished Baruch faculty members, all of whom are past Beta Gamma Sigma faculty honorees. First, to tell you about Beta is Professor Paula Walter of the Department of Law. Paula?
Thank you, Elliot. Beta is the first letter of the Greek word bibios, which means honor. Honor is personal integrity and excellence of character. It is an enduring quality found in all persons who lead others successfully. All honorable persons conscientiously seek to recognize and encourage that which is ethical and that which is just. They acknowledge those human failings that might compromise their honor in the pursuit of financial gain. They are also well aware of the difficulty in distinguishing right from wrong when faced with alternative goals and a multitude of pressures to achieve them. But their honor is coupled with resolute courage. They may falter and they may fail, but they rise again with renewed determination to do what is right. Their reputations are their most valued possessions. Worthy members of Beta Gamma Sigma seek to act honorably at all times, and in so doing, provide peace of mind for themselves while acting as examples for others. Honor is a guiding star that encourages altruism and enlightened social responsibility. I ask you to accept honor as an ideal that guides your conduct every day of your lives. Congratulations.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you again. Thank you, Paula. Next, to tell you about Gamma is Professor Albert Kooyker of the Chuk Department of Information Systems and Statistics. Al, please.
Thank you, Elliot. First, let me extend my congratulations to all of the inductees today. You have achieved much. And as we honor you, please note you also honor us. And I hope that you will continue to do so. We look forward to all of the good that we hope to come, and I wish you all the best. Also, congratulations to my fellow faculty members who are being honored today. And now with Gamma. Gamma is the first letter of the Greek word gnosis, that means knowledge and wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge tested by experience and tempered by discerning judgment. It abhors prejudice and insists on freedom of thought and expression. Truly wise persons are aware of their talent and achievements, but they're also acutely aware of their own limitations and are sensitive to other people's shortcomings. They are quick to acknowledge their dependence on masters who have gone on before and gratefully accept the rich cultural heritage they are provided. Wise persons can constantly seek to apply and better comprehend that which is known. At the same time, they are also engaged in a quest to understand that which is not yet known. Wise persons look forward to a future that promises a geometric expansion of the existing store of knowledge. Confronted by a flood of facts and concepts, they must exercise special discrimination as they interpret, arrange, and apply. I ask you to continue your quest for wisdom, nurture it, and utilize it in your conduct every day of your lives. Again, congratulations to all.
Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al.
You're welcome, Elliot.
And finally, to tell you about Sigma is Professor Helene Korn of the Lumba Department of Management. Helene, please.
Thank you, Elliot. It's my pleasure to be here today with all of you celebrating your accomplishments. So congratulations to all of the inductees. Sigma is the first letter of the Greek word spude, which means earnestness. Earnestness is enthusiasm, measured by achievement, disciplined by reason, and ennobled by sincerity. It is a dynamic quality, essential for all great achievement. Earnest persons have the courage to match their convictions. They inspire confidence, invite action, and generate progress. Without earnestness, both honor and wisdom lose much of their effectiveness. Noble purposes may only remain as dreams without the driving power of sensible enthusiasm. The greatest personal achievements are tributes to the blending of these attributes in the hearts and minds of true leaders. Each of you has been granted substantial gifts of ability, and as a result, a great deal is expected of you. Earnestness will provide you with the perseverance in the face of fatigue, persistence in the face of opposition, and resilience that overcomes reverses. To the earnest person, challenges are merely opportunities for accomplishment. I ask you to accept earnestness as a guide in your personal conduct every day of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Helene. Okay, and now the main event, induction into Beta Gamma Sigma. Along with our student inductees, all 99 of you, I will also induct our faculty honoree, Professor Andreas Grein. I will now read the Beta Gamma Sigma Induction Pledge and then ask you if you accept this pledge as your own. This is the pledge. I pledge to maintain and uphold the ideals and principles of Beta Gamma Sigma. I will guard and cherish honor, strive to achieve wisdom, and cultivate earnestness in all of my undertakings. Excuse me. As a member of the Epsilon chapter, I will seek to advance the interests of the Zicklin School of Business, my community, my nation, and the global environment. Candidates, do you accept this pledge as your own? If so, please indicate electronically using the instructions that appeared, using these instructions. Okay. A lot of names popping up. Great. Candidates, by the authority vested in me by the National Beta Gamma Sigma Society, it is my honor, privilege, and pleasure to induct and welcome you to membership in Beta Gamma Sigma. Congratulations to everybody. Now, each of you will receive a certificate of membership and an official Beta Gamma Sigma pin. You will also have the opportunity at the college to sign the Beta Gamma Sigma Great Roll Book. You will also receive an email with a link to complete your membership profile and pay your membership fee. Finally, I wish to take this opportunity to recognize and thank Ms. Judy Che, Zicklin Director of Undergraduate Programs, for her over 25 years of dedicated service to Beta Gamma Sigma as our Baruch Chapter Executive Coordinator. Ms. Che attends to all of the details that make this ceremony possible and advises students all year with this beautiful plaque. I now turn the proceedings back to Dean Huss. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Professor Axelrod. And again, my congratulations to all the inductees. We're very proud of all of you. And we look forward to your continued participation with the work of the school. It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for the day, who is Trevor Edwards. Trevor is one of us. He is an alum. He holds both an MBA and a BBA and an honorary doctorate from Baruch College. Early in his career, Trevor worked for Goldman Sachs and later Colgate-Palmolive, and he joined Nike in 1997. Over the years, he rose to president of Nike brand and retired in 2018. As of course you know, Nike is an iconic brand, and much of that is thanks to the work of Trevor Edwards. Trevor, we're delighted to have you with us today, and thank you for sharing your thoughts with our students.
Yeah, well, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Obviously, my name is Trevor Edwards, and I'm so thrilled to be joining you today. And thank you, Dean Huss, for the kind introduction and for inviting me to speak to this esteemed inductees of the Honor Society. Before I veer off anywhere else, let me first congratulate you on an incredible accomplishment and the outstanding academic achievements. You are incredibly talented, and the opportunities ahead of you are without limits. I am a two-time graduate of Baruch, once in '84 when I received my bachelor's, and then again in 1989 when I received my MBA. When I did my MBA, I worked during the day and went to class at night. So it wasn't easy, but I made it through. And had you thrown a global pandemic on top of it, I am not sure that's a wrench that I could have handled. It's a testament to how hard you all have worked to get where you are today, and what an amazing accomplishment you've achieved. Like many of you, I'm sure, I had little or no idea really what I wanted to do with my life after college. I knew that I liked business, but that was really the extent of it. And as Dean Huss mentioned, I ended up spending my 10,000 hours, as described by Malcolm Gladwell, at Nike, where I spent 25 years working with some of the greatest athletes in the world and becoming the president, leading virtually all facets of the Nike business. And the business ended up being $36 billion when I was running it, with around 70,000 employees. So you can imagine the scope. But it took a bit of time wandering around in the desert in my early 20s to understand what motivated me, what inspired me, and what would make me excited to jump out of bed every morning. When I graduated in 1984, I went to work on Wall Street at Goldman Sachs, where I worked on high wealth clients. Until one day, my mom pierced my facade. And to all the moms out there, I always say moms know best, when she asked me this question, whether I was enjoying my job. She sensed I was not enjoying it, and despite me telling her how great I thought the job was. That nudge encouraged me to move to Colgate-Palmolive, where I landed a job in marketing. And after a few years, I got assigned to work on relaunching a failed product called Colgate Gum Protection. I worked tirelessly across the company, across different markets, reviewed tons of research, talking to many consumers and dentists about teeth and gums and why this shouldn't work, trying to understand why this product had failed. From that, we created a new product called Colgate Total. And the rest is history, because it's on your supermarket shelves every single day. And it was quite an enjoyable journey. But let me tell you, at the same time, it was an incredible grind, but it was an exhilarating one that provided me the foundation that I needed. Plus that, with all the work that I had done at Baruch and all the things that had been taught to me, it really helped to give me that foundation. So if there's anything that I've learned since I was in your shoes 4 decades ago, the surprises that life throws at you never stops. Every day, whether it's in your work or in your family or in your creative endeavors, you will find yourself with a new challenge to face. And more often than not, it won't be the one that you can anticipate. As a leader, sometimes it might be one of those that the world is tackling, like a global pandemic. Or maybe it's a business challenge where you and your team have to turn around a business because there's been a massive downturn in consumer sentiment and in consumer purchases. Or sometimes it will be a personal crisis that you're facing or a leadership challenge. But the next challenge is always around the corner. And over my career, I've had the privilege of working with people who are best in class at what they do. From LeBron James to Cristiano Ronaldo, Tiger Woods, Allison Felix, Michael Jordan, Steve Jobs, no less, Serena Williams, Kobe Bryant, just to name a few. So spending time with these amazing, great athletes and personalities, I got to learn a thing or two. And I recall back in 2014 when I was working with Serena on a project, and we had planned to see her and have dinner after an upcoming US Open match. Of course, in her inimitable way, she won in straight sets, completely outclassing her opponent, outplaying them in every way. It was so amazing to watch. However, after the match, she came over and apologized that she had to postpone dinner because she felt that she had not played well and needed to smooth out a few things in her forehand. Trust me, I was at the game. I play a little tennis. She was amazing. So it's now several hours after everyone has left the stadium, and we're just sitting there watching Serena hit ball after ball after ball. There's no crowd, there's no applause, there's no fanfare, just Serena, her trainer, the bright lights, and a few balls, a lot of balls. That day is a great representation of the common thread that I have seen and spoken to in all of these great, incredible people that I was lucky and privileged to have worked and spent time with. They were relentless about honing their craft, relentless about overcoming every challenge that came their way, and relentless about getting to the next level, and relentless about pushing the boundaries and finding a better way. They embrace challenges, chase their passion, and constantly ask themselves, what's next? So if you take one lesson away from me today, it's that the ones who tend to come out on top aren't the lucky ones. They are simply relentless. There will always be people in your life and characters who are prepared to tell you why an idea won't work, or why a business venture is destined to fail, or why you are in way over your head. And by the way, sometimes they might be right, but that doesn't mean you should listen to them. There is no more opportune time in your life than right now where you can take a chance and shoot for the stars. And you'll learn as much from the failures as you will learn from the successes. Many years ago, I led a push at Nike to design a product that would use sensor technology in a basketball shoe. I and the team were convinced this was absolutely going to be revolutionary for the industry. A shoe that measured how high you could jump and how fast you moved on the court. When I was younger, I could dunk, so I thought, well, surely everybody would want this. We spent 2 years developing the product and were convinced how successful it was going to be. So we accelerated it to market. We launched it with incredible marketing, huge presentations to the trade, and waited to see the consumers just line up and come run into the stores. As you can imagine, it failed miserably. Ultimately, nobody really wanted that product. And to be very honest, I was gutted. That's British for really upset. As a leader, I learned that you can be too close, too inside, or too easy to lose. It's too easy to lose perspective. And sometimes you'll have exactly the right team, the right circumstance in place, as we did in this time, and you'll still fail. That's part of the 10,000 hours because it paved the way for what was to come. After dusting ourselves off with that same team, we developed a suite of digital products, including now what's called the sneaker app and the membership app that's now at Nike, and it disrupted the market and became one of the biggest growth segments within Nike today. We were reminded that solving people problems was far more compelling than just solving technological challenges. The more in your life that you are relentless about embracing new experiences, seeking diverse perspectives, and pursuing passions, the more versatile your toolkit will be, and the more valuable your contributions will be. I know this to be a fact. You're about to enter a world that looks vastly different than it did when I entered the workforce nearly 4 decades ago. In fact, the world is a very different place than 4 years ago. The pace of change is accelerating. From the metaverse to blockchain to artificial intelligence, the opportunity for mass innovation on a personal level has never been more possible than what we see today. And the onus is on you to figure out what you'll do with it. How can you help to make the world better? How can you help to ensure that people have better experiences? There is no doubt in my mind, with your incredible academic credentials, as well as your incredible and amazing talents, you have a tremendous potential. But your biggest opportunity will be always to remember that your 10,000 hours are just beginning. And it's up to you to figure out how you'd like to spend them. And however you do, and whatever you do, I encourage you, I implore you to be relentless, to never settle, and to enjoy the journey, even the moments in the grind. Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations. And I wish you and your family who's there to support you, I spend time thanking them too, and thank all your professors. Thanks very much.
Trevor, thank you very much. Outstanding. I have the opportunity to hear many speeches, and I can say without doubt, you aced this one. Your comments, your suggestions to our students, your enthusiasm were just spot on, and we appreciate it very, very much. Thanks for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you.
I'd also like to congratulate again all of our inductees. We're very proud of you. My congratulations as well to our faculty who received teaching awards, and my great thanks to Professor Axelrod and the other faculty leaders for the induction ceremony. And in the background, my thanks to Judy and Matt and Bang and others who made this possible. Thank you and good day.